called significance level. Example, in case we take the significance level at 5%, this implies that H0 will be rejected when the sampling result has a less than 0.05 probability of occurring if H0 is true. So the likelihood or level of significance is typically set at 5% in behavioral research studies. When the probability of obtaining a sample mean is less than 5%, if the null hypothesis were true, then we conclude that the sample we selected is too unlikely and so we reject the null hypothesis. So dito po sa setting the criteria for a decision, dito natin madedetermine how much evidence ang kailangan natin para ma-reject yung null hypothesis. So the level of significance alpha is the probability of incorrectly rejecting the null hypothesis when it's actually true. So isipin po natin as ito po ay risk we're willing to take of making a wrong decision. So in behavioral research, the significance level is often set at 5% or 0.05. So ito ibig sabihin we're willing to accept the 5% chance of rejecting the null hypothesis when it is true. So let us proceed to the step 3, which is compute the test statistics. So suppose we measure a sample mean equal to 4 hours per week that children watch TV. To make a decision, we need to evaluate how likely the sample outcome is. If the population mean is stated by the null hypothesis, 3 hours per week is true. So we use as a test statistic to determine this likelihood. Specifically, a test statistics tell us how far or how many standard deviations a sample mean is from the population mean. The larger the value of the test statistics, the farther the distance or number of standard deviations a sample mean is from the population mean is stated in the null hypothesis. The value of the test statistic is used to make a decision in step 4. So dito, moving to the step 3, so computing the test statistics, dito naman po kung saan our sample data, we calculate a value na tutulungan tayo para ma-assess natin yung null hypothesis. So a test statistic measures how far our sample data deviates from what the null hypothesis predicts. So it essentially po tell us how likely it is to observe our sample results if the null hypothesis po ay true or totoo. So the larger the test statistics, the more daw po na yung sample data natin differs from the null hypothesis. So step 4, make a decision. So we use the value of the test statistic to make a decision about the null hypothesis. The decision is based on the probability of obtaining a sample mean given that the value stated in the null hypothesis is true. So if the probability of obtaining a sample mean is less than 5% when the null hypothesis is true, then the decision is to reject the null hypothesis. So if the probability of obtaining a sample mean is greater than 5% when the null hypothesis is true, then the decision is to retain the null hypothesis. So making a decision, types of error. So in step 4, we decide whether to retain or reject the null hypothesis because we are observing a sample and not an entire population. So it is possible that a conclusion may be wrong. So dito daw po sa step 4, making a decision. So base doon sa statistic, we decide kung supportan ba or i-reject yung null hypothesis. So if the probability po of obtaining our sample results or more extreme na resulta is less than po dun sa significance level, example po is yung sa example po is 5%, i-reject po natin yung null hypothesis. So this suggests po that there's enough evidence to say that the null hypothesis po ay not true or false. So if the probability po ay mas mataas